You haven't noticed it, but something has changed. Slowly, our work life has transformed to accommodate what I call the post information age. I'm going to say a bold statement. You don't have to go to work tomorrow. Okay, hear me out. Never before in recorded human history has such a minimal work effort been required for survival. Think about the economic ages. The information age was followed by the industrial age, or preceded by the industrial age, which was preceded by the agrarian age, which was preceded by whatever it was before that. I don't know if that was hunter gatherer or just what. But in our culture, there are so many resources that are in place so that you won't starve or you won't go unsheltered. And I'm not suggesting, living on welfare. But if you take a risk and fail, it's really comforting to know that you won't starve. We didn't really have that in other ages. But even without considering the entitlements provided by our government, we really do need less work to have a beautiful life, full of resources, safety, and enjoyment that no other age has really had before. I mean, even the poorest Americans still have cell phones and internet access, for example. Honestly, the bottom of the pit just isn't that scary anymore. Now, I posted on minimalism before. It's a simpler life with owning less stuff, and this requires less income. And the ways that you can generate this less income have become limitless. Now, sure, we've all heard about the amazing stories of somebody who started a YouTube channel or something like that and instantly making more money than they ever dreamed of. That's cool, but that's luck. So you can't really count on luck. But you could follow the same process and have a more minimal response that could support a trimmed down lifestyle, working only a few hours a week. Work more and bounce that up the ladder to a more lavish side of the minimalistic scale. And it's pretty good. But Casey, I have kids. Yeah, great. Well, teach them now while they're young. Casey, I have lots of stuff. Oh, great. Sell it and you can have a head start on this whole new lifestyle. Okay, maybe you're not ready for van life quite yet, but could you see yourself leaning in the direction of what I'm suggesting? Start by saying no to one additional expense per month. That's it. Keep that up for a year, and you will have eliminated 12 expenses off of your budget for a year. In just a year. This new mindset is creatively rethinking what we think we need to ask ourselves, what would life be like without fill in the blank? So a good exercise is to get out your bank statement or your debit or your credit card statement and just look at the charges there and complete this sentence. What would life be like without Netflix? What would life be like without prepared foods? What would life be like without fast food? What would life be like without Starbucks or paid oil changes? Or maybe we could challenge the family when we go on vacation that we're not going to buy anything at a convenience store when we get gas, right? What would life be like if I ate out less, one meal per week? What would life be like if I didn't get that new shirt? If I didn't go to the nail salon? If I didn't have that subscription, if I didn't have a TV in every room, if I didn't buy that new tool or get that drink at the bar, what would life be like without a car? What would life be like without such a big house? What would life be like without a house? Now, I'm not suggesting that you live without a house or without a car, but just, for so many decades before, people lived with one car per household. Could we do that again? What would life be like with only one car? Just things to ask yourself. Then after you trim down everything, the fun starts. You need to do a little work just to make that new lower budget. And so you can focus that effort that brings you the most income per hour. Now, with most people, it's really not their job, but instead it's a hobby or their side hustle to actually make more money per hour. And so if you focus on that, if it's interest to you, an accelerated path is to just not go to work tomorrow. Suddenly, all these suggestions become a lot more immediate. Now, certainly there's a kinder and gentler way to move more slowly into a transition of life with less things that you don't like and more things that you do like, such as time with people that you love and freedom.